Hey, everybody, just hang in there with us. We're working on everything.
On the air. Can you hear
Great.
me?
Yes, we can hear you, Prez. You work.
Look, Genevieve to save the day.
Genevieve saves the day.
All right, perfect. All right, guys, we're muting you
Genevieve
guys up.
saves the
Everybody's
day.
getting mute up.
She's amazing.
She really is.
And then I think do not disturb on, so hopefully no calls or anything.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Interrupt. Yes.
Oh.
All right, we should be good.
All right, so do you need anything else? Are you all set?
No, I'm great, sweetheart. Thank you so
you
much.
have
I
your-
love you so much.
I love you too. Your drink is set?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I need more water.
That's what I was about to see if you need a water refill.
Thank you,
What's
honey.
your step, Russ?
Yes.
Up and over. Okay. All right,
I'll be right back.
and then we'll shut this door once President brings the water.
Perfect. Thank you, honey.
And then we should be able to watch you in the other room still. I hope. And then we should be able to watch you in the other room still. I hope. And then we should be able to watch you in the other room still. I hope. We should be able to watch you in the room still. I hope.
I know it's the feedback. I gotta hang up.
Okay. And then also let me make sure.
You know what? Can I have a big gray pillow?
Yes.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. What, sweetheart?
I just want to make sure that you could hear them when they come on.
Look at Max. Max wants to be on the show.
I love this light and it's fit for a pooch like
Is that okay, sweetheart?
Yeah.
That's good? Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. Gosh, I look terrible. I haven't washed my hair in days.
You don't look terrible, Mom. And then
I don't even see anybody. All right, Presley, share the show.
how do I do that?
Like you can go to YouTube
And just put it
and
like
then copy it. How do I see you? I see Carlos too. Oh my gosh. Oh wait.
You see me?
No.
I was like, where is this man?
I know. Yes.
We think so. The McRib.
All right, so it's Charlotte, Sonia, Aunt Charlotte, Aunt Carmen, Nicole, Bobby.
Bobby. Do you want the TV muted?
I guess, right?
Yes, you just hit the. Oh,
I just shut it off.
okay.
Do me a favor, shut my closet light. Oh my gosh, 2 viewers. I bet that's me and Daddy. Oh God, this is gonna look really bad.
I know the mixing. All right, is everything good?
I think everything's great, but I can't see them. You're in the broadcast?
That means I think people could see you.
Oh, okay. Can I see them?
I don't know.
Well, hopefully, right? I see a black screen. Is it share screen?
Swap camera and program feed.
Oh, okay. Well,
Share
forget
screen, I think, is if you wanted to share your screen with them.
it. Okay.
Which, unless you want, we could switch to Chrome if you want to do that. But
No.
I'll say that's typically not a part of the show. You guys are coming over. Letting you know.
Okay, thank you, honey.
Just fun. The Yabui sword was probably like, please be quiet.
That's so funny.
All right, I will have a great show.
Thank you, honey.
I guess I'll leave the crafts for the pooches. He's so excited. That's so funny.
What's going on, everybody? We are here, another episode of Make the Right Play, and things are a little bit different. Things are a little bit different here. As you know, not usual. We don't have the coach here on my left. The coach is not here. It's a little weird, but I still hear her in my head. I hear her voice, her laugh haunting me right now, and I can't figure out where it's coming from. It's like I'm in, the Ghost of Christmas Past is all over me right now. And yeah, she's not here in studio. We still have her. She is with us live. Let's bring her in now. Let's welcome in the coach, who's now on my left. If you're looking at the screen, here she is, the coach, fresh off her Achilles surgery. Coach, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay, you know? I mean, Dad made me a Cosmo to go along with my painkillers.
Oh, there we go. Double down, double down. That's how you do it right there. So Cosmo with a side of Percocet. That's how you get it done throughout the show. So it's going to be a lively one, folks. A lively one for this year's Christmas special. And as always, we have your Bowie Media behind the camera making everything work. Thank
Miss
God
you.
for your Bowie. Thank God, because he's able to get the coach on the show tonight while she's bedridden, of course, because of her surgery. So, Coach, you know, this was, we haven't really addressed your surgery for the show, and now all of a sudden you're bedridden. What's kind of been going on? Why did you need the surgery?
Okay, so over 10 years ago, I injured myself. And I pulled a piece of my bone off with my Achilles tendon. Long story short, slowly but surely, it was like scraping. It was like scraping away at my Achilles. And what happened was, is it got very painful over the years. I tried physical therapy. I tried a lot of other things. And this year, the doctor was like, listen, you can't put it off anymore
Right.
because you're tearing your Achilles and it's like 60%. You got to do it.
It's like
So I
60%.
finally did it.
You finally did it. Well,
So I did
it's
it.
good that you got the surgery. I think you needed it. It was like something that needed to get done. So it is a good thing. It is a good thing. And how you feeling? This is day 3 now. How are you feeling so far?
Well, this morning I woke up in a lot of pain. So they
Yeah.
gave me a nerve blocker because they said that it's like one of the most painful surgeries is the
Right.
Achilles tendon. So they gave me a nerve blocker. So I was doing good yesterday. And
And
then this morning I had a lot of pain.
yeah. Now, how much whale sex noises have you listened to throughout your process of healing?
Zero. But I do hear
What?
the dog crying at the door
I
because he
mean,
wants to get out.
Aaron Rodgers said that you have to listen to whales having sex is the key to the healing portion of the Achilles tendon. That's what he
And doesn't
said.
he do the drugs too? He
And he
also
does the
does the
drugs. He goes in
like
the
the
hut.
hallucinate.
Yeah, he goes
I
into
would love a hut right now, to
hallucinogenics.
be honest.
Are you trying to get in the hut and light
I
it
would
up a
love a
little bit,
hut.
or yeah? All right, okay. No, I mean, listen, you're halfway there with the painkillers and the Cosmopolitan. So I mean, you might as well be getting in a hut right about now.
Well, I
You're
have
right
to say,
there.
I took a painkiller this morning, and then I didn't take one the whole day because I was like
Yeah,
doing pretty good because I took my supplements. I was drinking a lot of water, and then like around 5 o'clock, I started to like feel in pain.
right.
And and then your father, he's so sweet. He's like, "Oh, I'll make you a drink for the show," and I was like, "Sounds good to me."
Yeah, you don't have to say that twice for the coach. I mean, she's ready to go. She's got the Cosmo ready to go.
Always,
No,
I'm
do you
always
have it in
ready
a
to party.
tumbler or do you have it in the actual glass? Are you doing the glass from bed?
Are you kidding me? Your father is a class act.
Oh
Of
man,
course,
it's
it's
in
in
the
the glass.
glass. It's in the glass. I thought it would be like in the tumbler or something, so that way, you're able to, I guess, move around a little bit. But no, you're all glass as
Well,
well.
no,
You
I
needed
have
to
the
have it
tumbler
perfect.
full of water.
Oh, okay. So you still got your water cup, and it's of course the peanuts cup, the peanuts Christmas cup.
Of course, of
Oh, you
course.
buoy. That looks so much better now. Now it actually looks like I'm looking at her. He moved you around. You were on my right, or I guess, well, it looked like I was looking the opposite direction of where you actually were on the screen, but now it looks so much better. Perfect. All right, we're
Well,
buzzing.
I
See,
see
this is
nothing.
working. This is working. You don't see me in your screen?
No, I see
No.
nothing. Mm-mm.
Oh wow. All right. Well, at least you can hear me. That's all. I guess that's all that matters. Well, it looks great. You
Yeah,
look
that
great,
is all that
Coach.
matters.
You look
Oh,
great.
good.
We're so happy you're on the show and that you were able to make it because I think the biggest news, we talk about it every week, but I think Christmas is in danger because Santa's got to get to all these houses in New Jersey and with all these drones everywhere, he may be in danger. We could have a halt on present deliveries on Christmas Day.
If we make it to Christmas Day.
If we make it to Christmas Day. Well, I mean, listen, things are getting a little dicey now with all these drones. I think everybody's kind of accepted the fact that this is truth, that these drones are out there and that it is, what's happening is correct. This isn't BS. And it's just crazy town. Like the amount of drones. We were making jokes last week about the guy who was talking about the 50 drones coming out of the water. And he turned out to be right. Like that was legit. Like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 50 drones did come out of the water. Like it's crazy town.
I was watching a commercial and the Navy had advertised it, the whole private public partnership that has been
Mm,
going on through all these years.
yep.
Well, they had a commercial. One of the people who were actually advertising at the Army Navy game a few years ago about drones coming out of the ocean. How
Really?
ironic is that? I should have sent you the commercial, but I've been a little out of it the past few days. But one of the advertisers at the Army Navy game literally is one of the investors in with the military to do the drones coming out of the water.
That's just I can't believe that. That's for real. That's like legit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean the more I think about it, it makes more and more sense. It has to be U.S. tech. But I mean, did you see the video of what all these people in New Jersey look like right now, driving around in their cars, like all in a bit of a panic? Well, I think we got to show this clip of what everybody's
Okay.
looking like right about now. But let's go to clip one.
In front of us there. Yeah. I think it's been following me all morning.
Oh, hold on.
Get the fuck out of it. What are you, nuts?
We're switching scenes. Having a little technical difficulty here.
Stop somewhere, make some couple stops. I've seen it every time. I've been all over town, and I think I've seen it all day.
God. Oh God, I see it.
What?
I see it. Look,
Shut
it's right there.
I can hear it perfectly.
I hear it perfectly, and you know what's so funny?
In front of us
As I
there.
know this whole
I think
scene.
it's been following me all morning.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of it. What are you, nuts? I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on. Started out to get you. I had to stop somewhere, make some couple stops. I've seen it every time. I've been all over town.
Oh, we gotta go full camera and then. There we go. All right, perfect. There we go.
In front of us there. Yeah. I think it's been following me all morning. Get the fuck out of it. What are you, nuts? I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on. Started out to get you. I had to stop somewhere, make some couple stops. I've seen it every time. I've been all over town, and I think I've seen it all day.
God. Oh God, I see it.
What?
I see it. Look, it's right there.
Damn. See? I told you. This thing's been following me around all fucking morning. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's done. I don't hear anything. Come on, let's go back to Mother's.
That's literally how it is. That's people are just are going nuts with all these drones everywhere. That's just how it is, Coach.
It's crazy town. It's crazy town. Let me tell you, those poor people in Jersey, they're going through it right now, Carlos.
They are going through it. They're suffering. I think those people are they're starting to lose it a little bit, and I think not only the people are losing it, but the animals are losing it.
I heard about that. Why don't you show everybody what the hell's going on with the birds over there?
All right, we got to show the birds because you lost it about the birds. As soon as you saw it, you were like, "Did you see those birds? I've never seen the birds like this before. Did you see the birds?" We got to show it. Clip 2. Look at all these birds. This is all New Jersey. It's unbelievable. The birds are losing it with these drones. I'm telling you, they're losing it. They're absolutely losing it with these freaking with all these drones, Coach.
Carlos, if I lived in the Northeast right now, I'd get the hell out. I'm sorry. There's no way I'd freaking be living up there. I mean, I had to leave after COVID because it was so crazy. But can you imagine seeing the wildlife going this wackadoo?
You wouldn't want to be hanging out with those birds?
Are you kidding me? Did you ever see that movie, The Birds, with the guy with the Alfred Hitchcock, that the people, they go and the birds attack them? They can't even go to the supermarket. It's like crazy town.
No, no, actually, I think I did see that movie one time. I think I did see that movie. I mean, do you think the birds will go crazy and start attacking everybody? Well, some people may call that migration, Coach. Some people might say they're just
Carlos,
migrating.
I mean, let's be honest here. What the hell is going on in New Jersey? Like, we have been talking about this for months, okay?
Yeah.
And we sounded a little bit wackadoo in the beginning. I know people were like, oh, these little conspiracy theory people. Now
Yep.
it comes out that it's true. And it's like, the news is reporting it. But what the hell is going on? Like, does the president even know what the hell's going on?
No, he definitely does not know what is going on. He finally made a statement about it this morning. Like, really, either this morning or last night, he finally said something about it. We can go to that too. Let's go to clip 3 and show what Biden was thinking when he was seeing all this stuff.
Nothing nefarious apparently, but they're checking it all out because I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. I think one started and they all got it. Everybody wanted to get in the deal, but we're following the quote. So far, no sense of the date.
No sense of danger. So he's saying no sense of danger. He gave the Catherine Hogel line, no sense of danger. But I mean, he couldn't really formulate what he wanted to say about it because I do think that it is the deep state or the deep government's drones. And he didn't know what he was going to say.
Please, Carlos. He is about as coherent as I am right now.
Yeah, he's looking a little lost. I think he's got a Cosmo with him in the Oval Office too, hanging out.
I think the president has a Cosmo. He's on some pain meds, and he's getting effed up right now.
He's
but
just
listen,
in the bag.
Let's be honest with you. You know they're full of crap. You know they're even trying to say, and I was like thinking about it for a little bit. I said, maybe they are. Maybe they are sniffing for a dirty bomb. I said that's some bullshit. If there was really a dirty bomb there would be the FBI, the CIA, the ATF, everybody would be out there, not just a couple of drones. So that's a bullshit lie. I'm telling you right
50
now,
drones.
They're not sniffing around for a dirty bomb. I don't think it's. Listen, what does Donald Trump think? I want to hear what he has to say about this.
You want to hear what Trump has to think? All right, let's go to clip 4. Let's go right into 4.
Can you comment on the drones that are flying around New Jersey ports?
The government knows what is happening. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people. And they should, because the people are really, they happen to be over Bedminster. Want to know they're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Have you received an intelligence briefing on the drones?
I don't want to comment on that.
He's like, I'm not going to Bedminster. I'm just not.
Hello.
Like, I'm canceling that trip. He's
Hello.
like, I'm good.
I mean, honestly, who the hell in their right mind would be in New Jersey right now with freaking drones flying around everywhere? Honestly,
I don't know.
If you could get out of there, I would get out.
You would get out of Jersey. You said you got to get out of there right now. So you wouldn't recommend, traveling to New Jersey, hanging out in New Jersey?
Please, even under the best of circumstances, I don't recommend hanging out in New Jersey.
There's some nice parts. People say that there's some nice areas.
Yeah, that's
in
what
Jersey.
I hear.
That's what you hear, right?
I hear.
I don't know.
But listen, let's be honest. I mean, Trump is 100% right. They know exactly where these drones are from. It is bullshit that they keep saying that they don't know what it is. They know what it is. They're trying to mess with us mentally. They did it during COVID. They're trying to do it now. The globalists are freaking out. The Democrats are freaking out. Everybody in the deep state is freaking out, and they're trying to mess with our heads a little bit. That's what I think. I think that that's what they're trying to do.
It's just interesting to use, technology or new technology and just have this these weird things just come out of nowhere and flying around. I mean, you said something great the other day where you were like, yeah, they're going to blow something up and say it was the aliens and we're going to have a fight with a bunch of fake aliens. I was like, what? Yeah, but do you really think that's the plan? We're going to blow something up and then we're going to fight fake aliens? Is that the game plan here? Independence Day style?
To be honest with you, Carlos, these people are so desperate because let me put it to you this way. Trump is ready to clean house. He's going to do everything that he should have done a few years ago, and they're terrified right now. The walls are closing in on the globalists as we speak. The walls are closing in. They're freaking out everywhere. They're being exposed in Canada. They're being exposed in Germany. They're being exposed in Great Britain. The French government collapsed. Everybody knows that they're the ones starting all these wars. It's over. It's over. The party is over for these rich, demonic elites. It's over. So like I told you, if you would rob somebody and shoot them for $100, you're going to tell me that these evil bastards would not try to send drones out of the sea, which they even advertised in a commercial,
drones out
use
of the
their
sea.
public and private partnership to do it and kill a couple of people in order to, save their billion-dollar investments. Think about it.
But what what is the $1 billion investment that's in, I guess, in New Jersey? Are you saying just like the investment as in the country?
The investment is the globalists, the whole shebang.
Right.
We're the main part of it, right? So if they just let this transition go smoothly and Trump gets into power, are you kidding me? Doge is going to put an end to the whole party. The
Yeah, they are going to
public-private,
put an end to the whole party. That's true.
it's over.
Yeah.
So they have to come up with some kind of thing to make everybody crazy so that, they panic again. But it's hard because there's a great awakening and illumination of consciousness and people are woken up and they're not going to fall for it. If I was them, I would just cut my losses.
Just call it a day. I think that they should just let the government shut down and then just not reconvene until the 20th.
That is my dream. That's
And
exactly.
that's when they should reconvene. Just to do nothing. Like, just completely shut down, call it a day, and then we'll see on the 20th, and we'll take care of business then. Because honestly, they're so like corrupt and coerced that it's like we just can't. We can't have them in there. We can't have them trying to f things up, and then all of a sudden we don't make it the last month. We're 4 weeks away now. We're 3.5, 4 weeks away from getting to the Trump administration and moving on from this disaster. And they really are doing everything that they can to try to fuck it up, and they're driving people crazy. They're driving people crazy, literally to the point where they're pointing cameras into the sky at orbs and talking to Jesus about it. I mean, you got to see this.
You got to show this.
You got to show this clip, clip 5, or I think it's clip 5.
I
It's
told you
crazy
there are a lot
town.
of weirdos in Jersey.
Look at this clip. This is just crazy.
Can you hear me?
Papa, can you hear me?
Jesus loves me. Oh, you know Jesus. You know Jesus.
And the orb is.
Yes, he is.
Look at this. Yes, he is. I love. Oh yeah. He's just talking to the orb.
God is good.
I got to agree with that.
That's just the craziest thing I saw. And you said, and when you see, you're like, no, we're gonna put this in. I was just like, I was laughing. I think that's just crazy town. But I guess that's people in New Jersey are losing it. You start losing your head when things are flying over you all the time. I guess.
Listen, when you start talking to orbs, that's when you got to.
What even is that though? Like she was clearly pointing the camera at the sky. What the hell even was that thing?
To be honest with you, my sister thinks that these are holograms too. That the orbs are the holograms. So the drones are real. The orbs are the holograms. So who knows?
Maybe are the
like
drones
whoever's
shooting
doing
the holograms into the space?
No, holograms. Like the orbs are like Project Blue Light. Like it's lights.
Yeah,
like it's
but
lights,
are the
cameras,
drones
actions, like it's
drones
Fugazi.
shooting the lights though? Like are the lights coming from the drones? So like the drones are flying around and then they're shooting these, fake orbs, and then ladies are talking to them.
I didn't think of that. Maybe
that's what the
doing.
drones are doing.
You look very handsome. I finally see you on the screen. I like the
you
red
can see
shirt
me
and
in
the
the
red hat. You
screen.
look so handsome, Carlos.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to be festive. I wore some red, and I got the Santa hat going. I'm trying to be a little festive for the Christmas special, which we're gonna get to some Christmas talk. We got a lot of fun. We'll talk about Christmas. Everybody loves Christmas, so we'll try to keep it festive because we won't be live next week. So we're gonna take the holiday off. But we do got to talk about it.
But you look very handsome. I like this look. Very paisan, very Jersey.
Well, yeah, I thought, as solidarity with my, my Jersey brethren in the homeland, I thought that I would, wear a Chris Moltisanti, kind of look to, really get the people going. Zoom in on that cross, that chain right there.
I like it.
I thought, so I thought I would go with the Moltisanti look to, show some respect to the brethren who are suffering right now under the drone attack in Jersey. Let me tell you, if the mob was still around and they didn't push all those paisans out of there, they would have been shooting that shit out of the sky. Nobody would have to worry. Those people putting those drones in the sky, they'd be dead. Dumped in the
Carlos,
are you
kidding me? No way. The mob is probably running away from the drones because they're so scared.
Oh, you think they're running away? They're running away from the drones?
They probably think they're there for them. They're like, everybody's trying to pretend they're aliens, but they're really here to catch us with our illegal activities.
No, that's not true. Come on now. It'd be old school
You
off
never
the truck.
know. I know I wouldn't be chasing a drone if I was in the mafia.
Well, listen, where people are starting to get worried about, being outside is in Russia. I mean, did you see that general that just got blown up walking outside of his building in Moscow?
Igor,
Like that
he
was
looks like
unbelievable. Igor just gets
Yeah.
blown up walking out of his building. Like, what's going on?
Crazy.
I couldn't believe that
It was
in the
totally
snow
crazy.
from a scooter bomb. Like, this was crazy. We got to show clip 6. This was unbelievable. This story. I don't know if anybody's ever seen. Everybody's seen it. Just blown up. Just walking out of his building, just like opened the door and got blown up. I saw like the actual like security footage of like the scooter like actually blown up. It's funny. He walks out of the building and he looks down at to his left, like looking at the scooter, and just blows up right there. They caught the guy like a couple hours before we did the show. They caught him.
Who was he?
They haven't released any information. The Kremlin hasn't released any information, but they said that they have a suspect in custody, according to Daily Mail. Let's see if they added anything to him. But according to Daily Mail, they have a suspect in custody for the bombing. But I mean, it was just crazy that they.
I think?
What do you think? What do you got? Tell me, CIA.
I think that we're pushing Putin closer and closer to the wall. We're trying to push him over the edge, and he just won't bite because he knows that if he just stays the course, he's going to be able to have a good life.
He drives up the side. Yep.
I think he's trying his hardest to like avoid getting into World War III.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
look,
he is.
I can finally see the chat too.
Oh, you can see everything.
Yeah, this is exciting.
I can see her eyes like going in all different directions. So I know she's looking around at stuff. So I'm like trying to figure out what she's looking at. But no, I see you looking around. I see you working hard. You're working hard over there, Coach. We just appreciate you being here today. We know what you're going through.
I don't do birds.
Deborah, no, I know you don't do birds. You do, Deborah. What? Wait, you cook birds?
She could cook, man. She's always having those cooking videos and stuff like that. So she don't do the birds, but she could cook the birds. That's for sure. I see some of those videos.
I've seen people like eat pigeon.
Ew.
Yeah, I've seen it like on TikTok.
What is this,
like
Home Alone 2, where the woman had the pigeons.
I mean, in New York, you could just walk outside and just stab one. It's like like you see the spear fishermen.
God.
You spear hunt the pigeons in the city. Just take them inside.
That's so disgusting.
And it's like, how are you?
That's terrible.
Well, I mean, listen, that's how it is. Maybe we got to start the war against the birds before they started against us, especially up there.
Those birds are running for their lives. They're terrifying.
No, those birds are crazy. It's crazy town. It's crazy town up there. I mean, and talk about crazy town. It's crazy town all over Europe. It's not just Russia. All these governments are collapsing. First, we had the French government collapse the other day. England is in shambles. England's a disgrace. But now the Germans, the high and mighty Germans that are supposed to have it together, the only country in the EU that has it together, they're a disgrace. They're a total disgrace, and now their government collapsed.
And remember, we were so scared of Germany being this conservative. Well, now they're turning even more conservative. Like the guy that they're kicking out, they feel is a big globalist, and they're bringing a more conservative party. And
they're
that's
bringing in German first.
Scary.
German first. You know what happens when they go German first? They start taking people over. That's just they're like, these people are beneath us. We got to just start taking countries left and right. The poor Poles, man, they can't get a break. They got the crazy Germans on the left, and then they got the Russians on the right. And the Russians are saying that they're going to go kick the Poles' ass. They don't get a break.
Carlos, right now, the world is in so much chaos and confusion. And whenever there's chaos and confusion, there's the evil one. That's where the devil is. And there's a lot of demonic people right now trying to do everything they can to stop peace from coming. And what do we want in the holidays? Peace on earth, right? Isn't that what we want? Peace on earth. I love that.
Years from now, perhaps we'll see. I can sing that whole song. It's a great song, I have to say. But I mean,
love that song.
We got to show that clip though of the German government, because it was such a shock, because I really had no idea that the government was going to collapse in Germany that fast, and then all of a sudden it just did out of nowhere, and nobody talks about it. No, we got to show that clip. So let's show.
Came out of nowhere.
It's clip 6, right? Clip 7. What are we at now? 7? Yeah, I think we're at 7.
German lawmakers in the building behind me, the Bundestag, have just voted to do something that they haven't done for 20 years. Lawmakers have decided that Germany needs a new chancellor and have paved the way for snap elections in February, 7 months earlier than originally scheduled. This result was expected for Olaf Scholz, and as Germany heads into the federal elections, he's not even anticipated to be the winner. In fact, the SPD, his party, aren't even expected to perform that well. Friedrich Merz of the Christian Democratic Union Party is the frontrunner by quite some margin, meaning that barring a major turnaround in the polls, we can expect Germany to have a more conservative chancellor and new coalition in the early months of 2025.
I told you, the conservatives.
Times are changing.
It's gonna be crazy
look, there we go. You buoy. There we go. That looks great. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're buzzing now. We're buzzing. We're so back. What's up, Rook brother? I see you. Is that my boy Corey Young showing up in the chat? I love you, man. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. I appreciate you, pal. No, but it is. I think times are changing, and I think you're 100% right when it goes back to this idea where we're all going to be in this, globalist mindset and this globalist, way of life, and people are just done with that, because the problem when you do that is everybody's so involved in other people's shit. And they're not taking care of their own people. They're not making sure that their citizens are taken care of. And eventually people will realize that. Eventually that'll come to life. And I think that that's what happened here this year, because I think a lot of the communities that the Democrats felt that they had in the bag were like, you taken care of us for shit. You're so worried about bringing in all these illegals, and now we can't get jobs, and our communities are shit. You have, even looking at Aurora, Colorado, when you had illegals taking over apartment complexes there, like, people are waking up saying, wow, the government actually doesn't really care about us. It's always, whatever their agenda is, and now their agenda is globalizing everything, and they don't care about the American people. So they're like, you know what, we're done. And I think people are starting to wake up and see that around the world. And that's what's happening now. That's why all these governments are falling left and right.
Totally.
Well,
you know what it is too, Carlos, is that they used a lot of their trust during COVID.
Yeah.
And when they started to force people to get vaccinated, and people started getting sick from the vaccine, and people lost their livelihoods, and people were forced to sit in their houses, and people couldn't be with their loved ones when they died. And then they find out that it was all a crock of shit. Guess what happens? People get pissed off, and they're tired of putting up with it. You know what I'm saying?
People get pissed off, Coach.
They do. They get pissed off, and they're like, listen, we're not listening to your BS anymore, and you're not going to keep us in our houses, and you're not going to tell us what to do, and we don't trust you. And people are figuring out now with the internet about the interlocking corporations. I mean, 5 years ago, I was a conspiracy theorist saying that there were interlocking corporations. Now everybody knows about the interlocking corporations. Everybody knows that the same pharmaceutical companies that are trying to feed you the food, they're making customers to make you sick so that you buy the medicine to get better. They have been screwing us for decades, and we're not taking it anymore. And we've had it. We've had it. And then you have it with the healthcare. Everybody's pissed off about the healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to spend hundreds of dollars. I'm broke right now. It's Christmas time and I'm broke. I had to get this operation. I have freaking $500 copay, $200 copay, this thing for the medicine. And it's the holidays and I'm freaking broke, and it pisses me off.
Coach, I mean,
So
you're 100% right. Getting fired up over there.
If you're still on Xbox, hit me up.
Yeah, hey, Corey Young, if you're on Xbox, hit me up if you want to chill or game, like play Halo, BO6, etc. Much love from Boston, pal. I love you, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. It's nice to hear from you. We'll definitely catch up, and we'll get some games in for sure. But you're 100% right. People are getting fed up. Like, this is some bullshit. And listen, that whole copay thing and everything, that goes back to our buddy Luigi. He's upset about that too. That's why he blew that CEO to Kingdom Come.
No, but I mean, Carlos, the whole problem is that people are tired of being screwed. And then you pay so much money in taxes, right? You work your ass off. You pay a lot of money in taxes, and then these people just go and they spend your money, and they don't even care about you. They just give it all away to wars. Give it all away to their friends. Crony capitalism. It's just disgusting. I mean, that's why everybody's so pissed off right now. They're like, shut down the government. Shut down the government. They don't even want the government open right now because they're so tired of the BS.
Yeah, and there's no worse spender than the government, too. It's not like, they're spending it and it's like going to, great things, and you're seeing all these wonderful things that the government are doing with your money. Like, for the amount of money that everybody spends in taxes every year in the United States, and the amount of money that the government is bringing in, it shocks me how broke we really are. There's no reason that we should be as broke as we are. There really isn't. There's no reason. Everybody pays so effing much in taxes to stay afloat, especially people in the middle class. It's like, this is bullshit that we're so broke.
Do you
It's
know?
BS.
You know why we're broke? Because they're stealing everything. They're
Right, 'cause
stealing
it's all
everything.
money laundering,
It's like
yeah.
they give all those billions to Ukraine. It's not really going to Ukraine. They're stealing it all. It's money laundering. They're stealing every last dime.
Yep.
And it sucks. And
You're
and the
100%
thing
right.
is that they just keep stealing. And that's why they wanted to take control of healthcare, because they wanted to steal our health away too. They knew that people were paying for insurance, so they're like, you know what? Let's make everybody pay more and more and more. And even young people like you are paying for insurance that you don't even need. I'm paying for insurance I don't really need. But we're all paying and paying and paying and paying, and they're sucking us dry.
Yeah.
And it's happening all over the world, and we're done. We're done.
No, you're
with
100%
it.
right.
And now with the House, did you see that piece of thing? 1,500 page continuing resolution to prevent the government from shutting down. Americans
Yeah.
are like, please shut down. Do us a favor.
Please
Go
help us out.
business. Go
Shut it
out
down
of
for a little bit.
business.
Yeah.
Right. Reopen under new management. When that little crackpot, the president, is out of the Oval Office and we get the new president, then we could reopen. For now,
Yeah.
shut it down.
Shut
That's
it
how
down.
everybody
Shut that
feels.
shit down.
Shut
Well,
it
I couldn't
down.
believe that secret. They're having these secret meetings left and right, and they're throwing this bill together. I couldn't believe it when I was listening on what was actually in this bill. I have to read it. Really get a solid idea by reading through the cliff notes and stuff. But like this, from what I heard, this was unbelievable. We got to play this clip. I think our buddy who's running Doge next to Elon, Vivek, did a wonderful job of explaining kind of what
You
they're
know
trying
why?
to do in the background.
You know why, Carlos?
Why, Coach?
Because
Why?
Vivek is Indian. The Vivek, he's Indian, and you know those Indians, they're geniuses. So
Yeah.
here he is, like no white guy is reading 1,500 pages. Vivek last night, he's like this. He's hold on, let me get my book. He's like this with that bill. He's reading every page. And
he's going through it.
And
Yeah.
it's like, who else could do that? Who
And he's
else
going
could
through
do
with the
that?
highlighter and like going right
He
through.
was. So
Yeah.
let's play the clip.
All right, let's play the clip. Let's show it. Let's go. Clip 8, I think. Nope. Clip what? Nope. Maybe clip 9. Try clip 9.
One of the sides has been essentially wiped
Clip
out,
10.
but nobody knows who the other side is. But I do.
Congress is about to pass
There it is. Clip
regulate
10.
your
Clip
taxpayer
10.
money. But they made it over
Winner.
1,500 pages long so you wouldn't read it. I did you a favor. I read it for you.
It's supposed to be about keeping government operations open and providing disaster relief aid to hurricane victims, which I'm sympathetic to. But if you read the bill carefully, it contains pay raises for members of Congress, and I'm not making this up, an expansion of their federal health benefits. It contains all kinds of special interests and pork funding, including opening up a new stadium in Washington, D.C. It renews the Global Engagement Center, which is a key node of the censorship industrial complex. And the worst part is, they didn't want you to know about any of it, and that's why they made this a last-minute jam job. The reason I'm co-heading Doge is I think we need outsiders to bring actual accountability to Washington, D.C. So feel free to call your congressman and let him know how you feel about it.
100% right. 100% right. We do. We need outsiders. We need outsiders to take a look and see
Well,
what's
it's just
really
too
going
bad
on.
we don't have a congressman. It's too bad we don't have a
Yeah.
congressman. Our congressman freaking flew the coop.
Well, our congressman, did you see that they secretly released all of his files? Let it all out. Aired out the laundry. Said, what's up? What's up,
Yeah.
Matt?
You know what? They're
news.
mad at that guy because he has balls.
Oh, that's what it is. I think it's because where his balls were going was the problem.
No, Carlos.
Some might say.
Let me tell you something. If he did something illegal, they would have arrested his ass. They hate him.
I mean,
They
you're
would have
100%
arrested
right.
him,
That is
and they would
true.
have charged him. They never charged him. They never arrested him. They just say lies.
So who
lies,
knows
lies,
if the balls
and they're
actually
ruining
went
his
there?
Career.
Right.
Listen,
It's we don't know.
None of my business. However, if he was doing something wrong and he was arrested, that's one thing.
Listen,
But he
his
was
balls
never
are going to be in
arrested, he was
Publix
never
now.
charged.
Yeah.
What?
We're going to see his balls in Publix walking around. We may see him in a couple
I don't
weeks.
have a congressman to call.
Yeah.
But I'm very
What's up
happy
with
that
that
we
shit?
have Vivek, because I got to tell you, I remember when I was growing up on the Lower East Side, right? We were a very diverse community. And one
Yes,
thing
very
about the Asian
diverse.
community, when everybody else was fooling around, wanting to make out with, the boyfriend or the girlfriend, fooling around, hanging out. And there were the Chinese kids always working so hard, studying in the library, studying, reading.
Well,
And I got to
he's not
say,
Chinese,
Vivek is
though.
such a hard worker. What?
He's not Chinese. He's Indian.
He's Asian, though. The Asians, the
He's
Indians
Indian.
are very bright people. They're very hardworking, bright people. They're Asians.
Well, I mean, come on, coach. You just called them Chinese 2 seconds ago.
No, I didn't say. I said when I grew up with the Chinese. I didn't say I grew up with Indians. They weren't
Well, how you
Indians on
related
the
to
local side. That was
I
the
grew
one
up with the
group we didn't have.
Chinese,
They were
but
all in
then
Queens.
they were all in Queens.
The Indians were in Queens. But what I'm saying is that the immigrant people come here and they work so hard.
They work hard,
And
yes.
they're so smart. And that man stayed up and he has an opportunity to work in the Doge. And he's like, I'm not going to let this, like Alexander Hamilton, I'm not going to miss my shot, right?
Yeah.
So he's working hard and he's like, I'm going to stay up and I'm going to read this whole document. And I bet you he read all 1,500 pages. Some
He
people
totally
are just
did, yeah.
that smart.
He totally sat down and read the whole thing.
And he gave us the cliff notes. And the people in
Yeah.
Congress right now are shitting their pants. And Mike Johnson, what a prick that guy is, right?
Mike
He's
Johnson's
just ready
always
to
been a
push
big
this bill
pussy, though.
through.
He's always been a big pussy. I've never really liked Mike
He
Johnson.
is. What do they have on him?
Yeah, I don't know. Ever since he took the reins over from what was Kevin McCarthy, right? That's who he took the reins over from. Ever since he took the reins over, I've never been a big fan of Mike Johnson. I think he's always been a little bit of a softie. I mean, he did go and kiss the ring pretty well. He was in the inner circle, even though he didn't get to be in that picture sitting at the table eating the McDonald's. He was in the background. Yeah, he's leaning in because Trump knows. He's like, listen, Mike, I have to bring you along, but we're gonna make sure you're sitting as far away in the plane as possible. But it's just, Mike is. I think he's just a little bitch. I think it is what it is with him. And I don't think I think he'll do what Trump says for him to do come January 20th. I think that it'll be a quick turnaround.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he'll play ball. That's why he's still around.
Well,
I think if he wasn't going to, I think Trump would have gotten rid of him. I don't anticipate Trump continuing to make friends in this second go around. I don't think it's going to be as very friendly. I'm here to play ball. I think Trump's going to be very like, we're going to do it my way or we're done here. Which is why I'm a little surprised about the whole Gates thing, how they didn't, force him through, and they kind of just threw him to the wolves. But I mean, listen, I think Trump was just like, listen, we don't do 17-year-olds, we do porn stars. That's how we do it around here with the Trump administration.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky I'm not in the studio
I think
right now for that.
I think that's what was and they had to change it up, make a line change.
Well, I feel like Matt Gaetz is going to be exonerated because they're never going to charge him with anything. But I do know somebody who's going to be charged soon.
Who's going to be charged, Coach? Let us know.
Liz Cheney for her lies during the January 6th committee.
You knew it.
Is a liar.
You knew it. You had that dream the other night. You said, I had a dream about Liz Cheney.
No, I did not say I had a dream.
Here we go, and here it is. We're persecuting her.
No, what happened was I was praying. I was praying, and I said, oh my gosh, when I was praying, I had a vision of Liz Cheney, and I had a vision of the father, and I said, they're part of the demons who are trying to ruin this country. I had a vision while I was praying, not dreaming, praying.
Praying. Okay. So when you were sitting on the little ottoman and crisscross like Yoda and just really into the force. And then you were able to, see the future. And what did you see, Coach? What do you anticipate happening here?
Well, what I really feel is going to happen is that if Joe Biden doesn't pardon her, she's going to go on trial because she was colluding with witnesses. She was making up lies. She put a lot of people in jail, and they staged a lot of that January 6th. That January 6th thing wasn't a bunch of, they staged a lot of that. And they tried to, cause a lot of problems because they didn't want them to challenge the election results because it was rigged. It was rigged. And everybody knows it now because 15 million votes just don't disappear. So they know that it was rigged. And she was trying, remember the girl who said that Trump leaped over the Secret Service man and tried to grab the wheel of the limo and tried to force the Secret Service to drive him to the riot? Remember this? You don't remember?
I don't remember that. I don't remember hearing about that story. No.
They had a witness who was like an intern in the White House lie and say that Trump said, bring me to the demonstration, the riot. They said, no, sir, we have to go back to the West Wing. And he literally leapt over
into the
tried
car?
to grab the steering wheel in the limo.
Really?
And tried to force, I can't believe you didn't hear about this.
I didn't hear about this story. No.
Yes. So this was the witness that Liz Cheney apparently coached into making up this fabricated lie to say that Trump was completely deranged and tried to set up the whole riot for
Wow.
January 6th. However, there were 2 pipe bombs by the DNC, where that's where
Yep.
Kamala Harris was at the time, and they're saying that that was planted by the deep state as well.
The 2
Like
pipe bombs?
the 2 pipe bombs that never went off because,
Right.
I mean, let's be honest, the hillbillies really didn't do anything. A lot of those people were urged on by FBI assets. Like they said, they're not agents,
Right.
they're assets. Like this really came out this week.
Yeah, and they were let in. I mean, I don't understand why we still even talk about January 6th when they released those tapes and they were like let into the Congress building. It's like, why do we even talk about this anymore? It shouldn't even be a thing. And people still bring it up like, oh, January 6th, the insurrection. It's like it clearly was not an insurrection. They were let into the building. They said, come on in, please. And they were hugging it out with the security people. It's just the most like biggest crock of shit. I don't understand why people still talk about it like it's a legit thing. It baffles me. I don't get that.
Because the media lied to them. The media lied to them, and the whole thing was staged. So they put on this show, and people turn on the news. And let's be honest, Carlos, you watch the news maybe, 5-10 minutes, and you watch this, you say, holy shit, look at what they're doing to the Capitol. These hillbillies are going crazy, running into the Capitol. I mean, I remember, thank God it was 3 Kings. So, for us, the Puerto Rican people, it's a very holy day. You take down your decorations. You think about Jesus. You're not thinking about politics. And when I saw it on the TV, I was so sick that night. I said, I can't believe these hillbillies just ran over. Huh?
It was a sickening day. I remember. No, I 100% remember that.
Yeah, but it turns out that Liz Cheney now is going to get caught because she is a part of the problem. And I was praying, not dreaming. I was praying with a vision of that demon came into my head. So I just want to go on the record to let you know.
Yoda. Very Yoda-esque. Very
well,
Jedi.
Mama was Yoda number 1. So maybe
so you must be Mace Windu.
The powers. I inherited the powers.
Yeah, that must be what it is. I mean, but no, you're 100% right. It's really, just
look, the war against all Puerto Ricans. Why do you think they picked January 6th? Because they can't even give us our most sacred holiday, the 3 Kings.
The war against all Puerto Ricans. Who wrote that book, Coach? No free ads.
Nelson A. Dennis.
All right, you're welcome, Nelson.
And I was even reading, like, you remember when we went to Ponce and we saw where Papa, like that, he was there hanging out with his brother, and all of a sudden there was a huge gunfight, and they were going after. Like the stories that you hear, it's so crazy the way that our world. It's like we always go back to the same place. Here we go, and we're back at the same place. Yep. The Germans are going to come back. The French are going to come back. We're going to come back, and we're not going to let these globalists ruin it. We're going to stop them.
Well, talk about history and history repeating itself. The tale as old as time, Jews versus Muslims out in the Middle East. I mean, did you see Israel dropping that bomb on Syria? Did you see that video? That was just an unbelievable explosion. People thought it was a nuke. I was almost like, go, Coach, look, they dropped a nuclear bomb like you said they were, but it wasn't a nuke for the record. But I mean, yeah, it was unbelievable. You got to check this video out. You got to show clip 8. Unbelievable, this bomb. Look at that. Look, you can see the sonic wave just come off. That's just unreal. Coach, what are your thoughts?
I think that we're in on it. That's what I think.
So do you think that the U.S. dropped that action?
No, I think the CIA was involved in getting that guy, Assad, out of there. And I think the Jews pounced and took over the south side, right? It's the
south side of Syria.
And then let's talk about what Trump thinks about it.
All right, let's show clip 9 right into what Trump has his thoughts.
One of the sides has been essentially wiped out, but nobody knows who the other side is. But I do. You know who it is? Turkey. Okay? Turkey's the one behind it. He's a very smart guy. They've wanted it for thousands of years, and he got it. And those people that went in are controlled by Turkey. And that's okay. It's another way to fight. But no, I don't think that I want to have our soldiers killed. But I don't think that will happen now anyway, because the one side's been decimated. Well, nobody knows what the final outcome is going to be in the region. You know, nobody knows who really the final. I believe it's Turkey, and I think Turkey is very smart. He's a very smart guy, and he's very tough. But Turkey did an unfriendly takeover without a lot of lives being
Unfriendly
lost.
takeover.
I can say that Assad was a butcher. What he did to children.
So, Coach, the Turks. You know, the Turks are pretty badass, though. I mean, they lost a lot of credibility after World War I, but they're pretty badass people in Turk.
I don't know, Carlos. I feel like the Turkish people, the Israelis, I think what they did is wrong. And I feel like a lot of Syrians are going to suffer a lot. And I think it's a sad situation, you know?
Trump is on Ozempic. Trump did look really thin in that press conference. Let me tell you. He looked fantastic.
Honey, it's called stress.
I think it's called I'm hanging out with RFK. And he's like, man, Robert, how you look so good? He's like, Trump, let me tell you how I look so good. We're going to throw away that Kellogg's, and we're going to talk about, having a balanced breakfast, I think.
I have to say, Trump does look really good, though.
He looks fantastic. He looks fantastic. I think he looks the best he's ever been. He looked great in that press conference, but I think he's hanging out with Robert. I think he's getting on a diet. I think that's what's going on.
I looked at Trump the other day. I said he actually looks younger, but I think it's because he's been vindicated. I think Trump is like, you see, I told you the media was lying. I told you these people were lying. I told you I won the election. I told you I'm here to help the U.S. And I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of him. And that's why Trump looks so good. I really do.
You think so?
Yeah,
I mean, he
that's
does
a
look
lot
great.
of stress.
He does look really good. But I mean, going back to the whole Syria thing, I know you're you're not a big fan of Israel these days. You've switched it up and have joined Team Palestine. But
I didn't join Team Palestine. I joined Team Peace.
You joined Team Palestine, Coach.
No, I didn't, Carlos. You know what it is? It's that I can't feel good about watching so many people dying. I just can't feel good about that.
But what would you have them do? What would you have them do out there? Because if they lay down their guns, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go get invaded because they have to make sure the Iranians don't go take Syria. If the Iranians take Syria, guess what's gonna happen?
They could have left Assad there.
The Jews didn't push Assad out.
They're trying to redraw the map of the Middle East before Trump takes office, and it's so freaking obvious.
The Jews did not push Assad out, though.
Yes, they did.
They didn't push Assad out. That was in the Jews.
Yes, the CIA works with the Israel. Yes, they do.
But I don't think it was in Netanyahu. That wasn't in Netanyahu's best interest, though, to push Assad out. And he even said that. He said we had that agreement with those military bases.
The guy had the biggest smile on his face, being like, "Oh,
it wasn't in his best interest. I don't think Netanyahu pushed Assad out.
They're full of crap.
No way. No way.
The CIA bullshit. The CIA
I'm telling you.
and Israel work together. They want that land. They're redrawing the map of the Middle East, and they're making sure that they take that land. That's totally what's happening.
Trump's going to take out his Sharpie, and he's going to redraw it.
Listen.
And it's going to be a permanent marker.
Taking out plans to build beautiful buildings, plans to build beautiful highways.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
what
all
Trump
about respect, though. They respect Trump. So when he says this is how we're going to do things, it's going to be like, okay, this is how we're going to do things because it's a respect thing. We talked about this many times. When you don't respect the leadership that's telling you what we're going to do, they're going to be like, listen, dude, sit down. Like, we have no respect for you. And that's what they said to Joe. They have no respect for Biden. I mean, he's falling asleep in economic conferences in South Africa. He's a disgrace. Like, pure and simple disgrace. So when Trump goes, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to drop the mother of all bombs on your face. It's going to be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to follow his instructions.
Presley's right. Israel and the CIA are colluding.
I disagree.
He's 100% right. Listen, they're globalists, and Israel is in with the globalists too. Listen, they're all.
The Jews are just. I don't know, but I don't think that the Jews are all in on the globalists because everybody hates the Jews in Israel. That's why they're always under attack. That's the truth. I doubt that they want to work with everybody because everybody hates them. They've been under attack forever. So
Not
why
the
would they
CIA.
be globalists? What
I
is
don't
all the
know.
CIA? Was that a requirement that you got to be
What?
Jew and in favor of Israel to be in the CIA?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they're all part of the same military-industrial complex. Who buys the most weapons? The Jews. Listen, Carlos,
The Jews got to
you
protect
gotta
themselves
follow
over
the
there.
money.
The
You
Jews got to
gotta
protect
follow the money.
themselves over there,
It's all
Coach.
about money, honey.
Yeah,
It's all
no,
about the money.
that is correct. That is true. That is right. Well, talking about the money, I mean, everybody knows that everybody's spending the most kind of money during this season because it is Christmas time. Christmas is right around the corner. And Coach, how you feeling going into these home stretch days of Christmas, and you're on the IR? All the cooking is up to us, and old man Dad over there. The times are tough right now at the Villa House.
It's a terrible situation. I mean, but the thing is that I had to get the operation done. I mean, even when I was watching the movie Southern Village, I could see the way I was limping around. It was so sad to see that.
It's so true. We watched the movie, you were like, God, I still have the limp in the. But I said it worked perfectly with your character. I did say that. I was like, well, I mean, you were at war, Coach. It works perfect, and with your character, it fits. I thought, you played the character well with your limp. I thought it was great.
I have to say, I mean, the holidays is like prime time, but at least I got the Thanksgiving done. Thanksgiving was great. Everything looked beautiful.
Thanksgiving
I
was
set
delicious.
the table already. I wrapped a lot of the presents.
Yep.
So a lot of the stuff is done. But you know what? You're a paisan. You take care of the sauce. Daddy can roll the meatballs. Presley's gonna take care of the
you're not
prime
going to be
rib,
you're
and
not going to be
Gabriel's making
involved
the
in
Adolf
the
Conrad.
meatball roll.
Huh?
We won't expect to see you at the countertop for the meatball rolls.
Let's see how my Achilles is doing.
That's 2,000 meatballs we roll on that countertop.
I know it's a tough job, but somebody has to do it.
We need you out there, Coach. Like that's a big deal. We need you out there.
It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it, It's
Somebody
a tough
has
job
to
rolling
do
all
it.
those meatballs. It feels weird.
It's right
not
up there
being
with
there.
making decisions like invading Syria. It's like 1 and 2, rolling meatballs and invading countries. In terms of toughness, it's like right there. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well,
yeah,
I have to say, I mean, this is a different year, but 2024 has been a very different year.
Yeah. No, it has been. It has been very, very different. A lot of things are different. A lot of things have changed. But listen, at Christmas time, it is the most wonderful time of the year. I always say it. I love Christmas time. Even when, things are down, it's still so positive. I enjoy it. I love the music. I don't get the people who don't like Christmas music. Those people piss me off. They really piss me off. Like, I really get pissed off when people are like, I fucking hate Christmas music. Like, don't play the Christmas music around me. I'm like, it just gets me so livid. Because it's like, it's only this time of the year. It's all, like, happy, upbeat music, like, designed to, like, bring joy. And it's like, I hate that. Like, play the depressing shit. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, I don't get those people. It drives me nuts. Every time I'm like, oh, let's put some Christmas music on. People are like, no, nobody wants to listen to that. I'm like, why? Why don't you
You
wanna
mean
listen
like
to
your
that?
brother? Gabriel?
I love Christmas music. It's
He's the
once a
worst.
year. It's once a year. And it's
I know,
filled
but-
with joy.
But that's why they have the Christmas Carol, because you have the people who are the bar humbugs. And that's your brother Gabriel. He's a bar humbug. That kid, he's always such a drag. Every time we do anything fun, he's so like, ugh, this is so stupid. I hate Christmas. I hate Christmas music. I hate presents. I hate this. I hate that. Some people are just bar humbugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you have the Christmas Carol.
So I
But
get
then there are
Scrooge.
people like us. And but honestly, Carlos, that's the story of the world, right? You have people like Trump who want to make everything beautiful, make everything nice, who love to just see beauty, love to build things. And then you have
Yep.
people who are just destroyers. They need to break stuff. They need to destroy stuff. They need to wreck things. And it's like you have these two different sides, and it's so sad when you think about it.
It is. I don't get it. I love Christmas time. I think
do too.
it's a wonderful time of the year. And
What's your
I
favorite
just don't
Christmas song?
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, Frank Sinatra. Easily. It's just done. No, it's the best
Typical
one.
Italian song.
It's the best one. It's just so wholesome. It's just a great tune. I mean, obviously Mariah is the queen of Christmas. She's the best. So I mean,
I love
you
that
can't-
song, too.
You can't beat that song. She's the queen of Christmas. But it's just something about that song. It's just like I just feel so like happy to be around family, and it's just so great. I don't know. I love it. It's my favorite one. I don't listen to it that much though, to be honest with you. Like out of all of the Christmas songs, I don't think I listen to that one the most because I like it in like a formal setting. So like before or after dinner, and like I don't know, it's a more formal song, more formal
You're
Christmas
just
song,
like
I
your
guess.
father. You're so ceremonial about everything. That's the same way your father is. Like things have to be a certain way. That must be an
Yeah, it's got
Italian
to be.
thing.
It has to be a certain way. Got to feel the moment.
Yeah, that's how your father is. Like it's like no, everything has to be very ceremonial. So it's like to listen to my favorite
It's
Christmas
very
song,
ceremony.
we must have a moment, huh?
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. It's true. It's true. It's the special meanings. That's what it's all about. What's your
My
favorite
favorite
song, Coach?
Christmas song is "Oh Holy Night"
Josh
because
Groban.
that line. Well, I loved it before that guy. But I have to say that line when it says "fall on your knees and hear the angels," when it's like when he goes the soul, because I like when Nat King Cole sings it. When he's like, "And the soul felt its worth," like that one line.
Yeah.
It's like no matter how crappy a day I'm having, at least I know God loves me. You know what I'm saying? And that line says it all. Like it's like that's why I love Christmas so much, because to me Christmas is about Jesus coming down to let us know how important we are to him and how like we're worthy. Like he loves us so much and we're worthy, and just hand your life over to Christ. Follow him. He's here for us. And I just every time I hear that song, I just feel possibilities.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's great
And
description.
but I'm Puerto Rican, so I could hear it making food. I could hear it in the shower. I could
Right.
hear it.
You can hear it just all the time.
I don't need to like have a
And
special moment.
just take the tears. The tears just come
Yes, I could be
automatically.
driving.
Yeah. No, it's
I
true.
could be yelling at you kids, stop.
Oh, just cry it out real quick for the song. It's true. Every time that song comes on, it's just instant, right immediately. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. But yeah, it's this is the most wonderful time of the year. I love Christmas time. It really is the best. So I do hope everybody watching and everybody who's supported the show, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. We do say Merry Christmas
What's
on
your
the show.
Bowie's favorite Christmas song?
Oh, your Bowie. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Let It Snow, Boys and Men.
What was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let It Snow, Boys to Men.
Let It Snow, Boys to Men. Have you heard that one, Coach?
I can't sing.
You grew up in Florida and your favorite song is Let It Snow?
I grew up everywhere. I grew up in California, Delaware.
He grew up everywhere, Coach.
Well, Delaware, it might snow a little.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm done with the snow. I actually, since we moved down here, I refuse to listen to White Christmas because I'm just like, listen, you're not allowed to listen to that song. You live in Florida. I'm like, you just can't. Yeah, you can't. I've grown to love the Hawaiian Christmas song, the Mele Kaliki Maka Christmas song. Yeah, I love that song, but I changed the lyrics. So every time it says like Hawaiian Christmas Day, I say Pensacola Christmas Day because it's like that's what it is. The green, it's gonna be green, sunny skies, palm trees. I'm like, that's what it is. There's no more White Christmas around here. I outlawed the song, but I just hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas, a Merry Christmas with your family, and enjoy it because it is a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I love it. It just it's the perfect ending to the year. I feel like every time. It's just I don't know. I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite by far.
Christmas is my favorite too. Thanksgiving is. I like Easter. I don't know. I love anything having to do with Jesus though.
You love all the holidays, Coach. You're a big fan of all the holidays.
I do.
Well, speaking of big events coming up, right after Christmas on the 28th, they're showing Southern Village, partnership with the Wind Creek Casino. They're showing 7 p.m. At the Wind Creek Casino in Atmore, Alabama. There will be the viewing of Southern Village, the new movie. It's at a nice theater on the big screen. It's very, very exciting. Your Bowie was there today, making sure everything looks good, sounds good, and is ready to go. It's very exciting. I'm pumped up. Yeah, I think it'll be great.
I'm so mad because I'm not allowed to travel. That was one of the things
go.
during the operation. You're not allowed to travel. You can't go anywhere. You can't have a long car ride. You're not. I'm so mad because I would love to go there.
I know.
It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So you're a fool if you don't go and take advantage of this because it's going to be a really fun event.
Yeah, you have to go.
You know?
Everybody's got to go, and everybody's got to check it out. It's a really, really good movie. Like I said, we talked about it last week. It really is the best of El Rico and Yabui's work so far. It really is so good. The story is so good. The talent and the cinematography is really awesome. Yeah, take a look right there. There it is. That's what it looks like at the movie theater. Oh, real deal stuff right there on the big screen. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. December 28th, 7 p.m. in Atmore, Alabama at the Wind Creek Casino. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you guys go there, and then everybody will be hanging out afterwards. It'll be a lot of fun. Have a good time. And it's going to be great. It's going to be an awesome event. So make sure you guys get there December 28th, 7 p.m. Atmore, Alabama at the Wind Creek Casino. It's going to be a fantastic event to finish out the year. Finish out 2024. Coach, anything else you want to sum up here and coming up, finishing up the Christmas episode?
I just want to say, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let
great.
your heart be light from now on.
Our troubles will be out of sight. Yeah, so it's the best. I love it. That's
And
such
then
a
we
good
could
song.
do the Puerto Rican one. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año y felicidad. So let's try to
There it
maybe
is,
we'll do a
Coach.
New Year's wrap up. Maybe.
Yes,
Let's see.
that would be
But
fun,
I love
yeah.
you guys. You, Bowie. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you before Christmas. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for all your hard work. You're
Yes,
awesome.
Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Guys, have a wonderful holiday. Everybody enjoy it. Make sure you guys give your families a big hug. Enjoy the family time. Enjoy the holiday with everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful holiday, everybody.